It's streaming right now. Okay, here it's gone on YouTube. Copying this link, once sharing into our internal groups as well, and then let's go. Okay, so guys, this week is all about gearing up for goals and converting the goals into reality, and that's what we are going to get into. Okay, we are live. So understanding these things is one very critical part of our life, because not many people spend time in knowing these things, and accordingly life really backfires in lot of angles. Okay, because they are not aware, or they are not really putting the efforts in the right direction, so people end up really putting less efforts and more pain starts growing in life because of whatever reason. So we are trying to clarify that. Okay, so chalo, let's do a quick flashback what we spoke in this week. Okay, so the week one we took some career related, corporate related topics. We touched some agile related stuff, plus some techniques, planning, like okay, what should be our roles and responsibilities, technical skills we need to upgrade. We need to have knowledge upgrade in the form of books. But let me tell you, and you need to ask these questions to yourself. Okay, key, how many of us have really started following at least some of them techniques which we discussed in week one? Okay, and some of you will say ki, yes, it's happening for me, I started with this thing, that thing. Some might be like, oh, I did not do anything. Maybe not even skill upgrade or knowledge upgrade, or maybe not even trying to work on your improvement areas. And you need to understand this is how life is. Okay, we all want to become something, we all are ready to go towards that, but somewhere we don't take right actions. And if you're not taking actions, and if you're not consistent with actions, results are not going to come. And then people forever they will be like clueless, question marks, what to do, that kind of lifestyle, and it doesn't really work out. Okay, so what you need to understand as part of today's session, okay, we discussed about goals. We wrote that day before yesterday around multiple goals in all these 8 areas. You guys defined like maybe 4 of them or 5 of them. We started tracking it in an Excel sheet. Okay, but that's just the step one. There is a big work which is going to come in front of you. Okay, there is a long road ahead. Success is not that easy, it is not that simple. There is a journey, and this is the step one of that journey. Okay, and you need to understand, okay, this is life given only once. Whether you live it good or whether you waste it, we all will die one day. So you need to really understand, by we have to master it as early as possible in our life and start growing up. Okay, so this is what it is. So be ready. So when you say you want success, so be really committed to do whatever it takes to become successful. Okay, that's what it is. Now what we said, we decided a 5-step system for converting our goals into reality or accomplishing any results in life. Okay, we have already spoken about it in bits and pieces. Now we are trying to get more deeper about these, because it's like, let's open our mind and let's know what we have to do in our lives. Okay, fine, I'll share my screen quickly. Let's look at it for once, and then we will dig more and try to connect the pieces together. Okay, so just have a look here. Yeah, this is what it is. Okay, a simple goal system. And I personally know that if we all live like this throughout our life, we can definitely accomplish anything. Okay, and guys, already I am trying to live through this since past 1 year, and progress is happening, things are really going good. But I know that as soon as I stop, my results will also stop in life. Okay, so I'm telling you, yes, we have not mastered it maybe, but we have to start someday. Because keep in mind, next 50 years of your life we have to accomplish success, and we need to be self-sufficient. Like, we're not dependent on anybody, we need to be capable enough to solve our own problems, and we have to grow for that. Okay, and that attitude has to trigger. Now what we started doing as part of it, day before yesterday, we came up with, we will set up some goals, because that will give us clarity in life, okay, what we want. Okay, another aspect which we touched last I think Tuesday was not just in one area goal. We need to have a bigger sense of our life, which is like 8 areas we identified and said, okay, we want to accomplish goal in as part of each of it. Okay. But now guys, yes, you have to grow in your maturity along with what we are discussing. Okay, you need to break the old patterns of your thought process, or old complaints or excuses which you might be coming, or your attitude of giving up, stopping, or accepting failures, staying lazy. All those patterns has to be changed. That's where we spoke even this thing. We have to train our mind and the body for a different version of you. It's a lot of work, but it is worth doing because we have one life. If you don't do, it will be a miserable life all throughout, dependent, asking questions, what to do, what to do, what to do, just telling karna hai, but nothing will happen. So be ready to put efforts on yourself and to change yourself. And that's where we came goal setting, discussed it, 8 points goals. We defined something. But again, how do you really take that and put it into a system where you really accomplish your goals? So there are two parts. One part is, yes, you set your goals, and the second part is the goal achievement system. So both are two separate things. Just setting is not going to make it happen. Many of the people, they think okay, what they want, they even might do planning, they might set it up as well. But what happens, guys? New Year resolution story. This is for like 80-90% of people of the world. Every New Year comes, they come like, okay, resolution, ye karenge, wo karenge, aaj to thoda fodi ho jayegi ye saal. Okay, and that confidence and that pumped up nature stays for maybe a couple of weeks. January ke baad February, maybe people don't reach it. Okay, now we are discussing about applying this kind of a system throughout our life. Then only success is possible. Not like 1 month of January where you're living for a resolution. The momentum has to build up. Your life should take off, not go and stop. Momentum ko build karna padega. We have to really build on top of it. Now, how it is possible? It's all strategically possible. You just have to think logical, do a certain actions, and you will get it. So fine, goals we defined. Now today we need to further dig down into this system of goal achievement. Okay, so through a bit of things we will be exploring along with what topic we are going to take. Okay, so keep your senses alert. Okay, keep thinking logical as we start discussing on each of these areas. Okay, how exactly a goal achievement process needs to be implemented into our lives. Okay, fine. Now first one, just know this thought process. Progress over perfection. If you possible, guys, write it down somewhere. Okay, write it down. This is the ultimate thing which will make you successful. Progress over perfection. Live by this rule and a lot of things will change in your life. Okay, now what does this mean? Progress over perfection. Dekho. Different people have different approaches to get results in life. Okay, no matter what your target is, different people, different approaches. There are some set of people, they think, let me prepare very nicely, and once I'm prepared enough, then let me try doing it, and then I will have better chances of getting the result. Right, logically it's a very good approach. Let me try very nicely, preparation is strong, once I get the confidence I can do it, then I will do it, and then uske baad results will automatically come nice. Many people have this thought process. Now you need to understand, guys, for the past 20 years of your life, you might have trained yourself for not really taking on big challenges in life. It completely depends on your past life. Okay, and if you did not have that passion all throughout your life, or your family or the friends were not that much pumped up to accomplish great things in the life, unknowingly you become a person as an outcome of the past life you lived, which could be you might give up on multiple occasions, you might stop, you might just give up in a lazy manner, and a lot of problems might happen. So you need to first understand there is a big problem in this approach. If you say I want to take a lot of time for preparation, and once I'm prepared, once I feel the confidence, then I will try, and then results will come. The first problem here itself is people will take a lot of time for preparation, and the past that majority of the people carries with them will not allow them to prepare strong enough. That itself will stop you. For example, if you are not too much focused in your past, automatically after 2 3 days, negative thoughts will start coming in your mind. Let me stop, let me not do this, oh should I do, all messed up thoughts will start running in. And then as an end result, many of the people will stop even that preparation or do it half committed. Some of them might still push themselves to complete it. But then guys, what happens, how life is organized, many times, majority of the cases, no matter how much strongly you are prepared, when you try something new for the first time, okay, there is a high probability that some things are going to go wrong. That always happens whenever first time something is happening, because there is something like life experience, and you have to really experience those failures or setbacks, and then only you get maturity. Oh, ऐसे भी करना होता है. Without getting on the battlefield, you cannot really know it, okay, what is the complexity and depth of it. So you might do a lot of preparation from outside, but until you get on the ground and you do actions, you will not really know the problems. So now what has happened? First of all, people are making this, I will prepare long enough. Many of them will not be able to confidently prepare also and change the route here and there. Some will complete full on preparation to some extent, and then they try. And the nature of life is, first time you try, there is a high probability you will not succeed. Okay, then automatically how your mind works, or I worked so much hard and I did not get it, or it is so much painful. People get broken inside. अभी क्या करे, इतना try किया था, and then emotions and all that takes over a human being. So you need to understand. Then what happens? Some of them will stop at the first failure itself. Some will say, no, let me try again. And again, the approach will remain the same. Let me prepare enough and try. Now, what is happening if you see? You take a lot of time in preparing, then you try. Let's say failure happens. And then it needs a lot of mental composure to give a second try again. But somehow people console themselves and say, let me go ahead one more time. And again, there is a preparation. And then again, a try. Because life actually is constantly checking us. It will not reward you till the time you have really tasted a lot of failures. Majority of the cases, this is how life judges. Okay? Yes, there is another way. You might try something for the first time and it just worked. Okay, so some people will be like that, but the thing is, for them also, they are winning. If they want to go from that level to the next level, they have to taste failures. So you, me, everybody. Okay, so I already said this thing. It is said life is 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Nothing but you succeed 2 steps, and then there will be a failure coming to you. You will have to take 1 step back and then prepare nicely, again take 2 steps forward. So life grows in this pattern. There is nothing like always linear upside growth in life. Doesn't matter who he is, at what level he is. You might ask Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg, they all will say, bahut problem the life. This is how it is, but they overcome it. Nothing but whenever they are taking a step back, they again take 2 steps forward or 3 steps forward. This is what it is. So you need to understand what is wrong with this approach is too much time in preparation, then trying, failure coming, emotional breakdown, recomposing, again preparation, trying for the second time. And what if life loves you so much, it is constantly giving you failures? You did one thing, failed, second thing failed, third thing failed. A point comes where a human being breaks down. Arey yaar, how much more? और कितना देखना है life में, right? And then self doubt starts coming in. Am I capable enough? Can I really do it? And guys, it's real. It happens for everyone. You're not special. It happens. Everybody goes through the same fate. The point is, approach here is wrong. You followed an approach which is actually making our life miserable. We need to change that approach. That is where this thing comes. Progress over perfection. Don't give too much time to give your first shot at whatever you're trying to do. Don't spend too much time in preparation and too much time in giving your first shot. because that is the root cause of the problem. You need to change your approach towards life, okay, which is try to make bare minimum preparation. It might not be perfect, but at least sufficient, bare minimum, the core thing, complete it, and as early as possible, and start attempting whatever you want to do, be it interview preparation, your career related, or more opportunities you want to explore. Do the bare minimum which is required. Don't wait for preparing for 6 months, 1 year, because you will not be even able to complete your preparation in that manner. Bring it down to bare minimum, maybe something which you can finish in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and immediately converting it into first action. Now what happens? The entire game changes. Let's say you prepare enough for a short minimum, bare minimum, you try it for the first time. Let's say 1 week you prepared, you tried, you failed. Okay, not a problem. You again compose back. Again, you prepare for another 1 week, again you try. 2 weeks gone, maybe you failed. Let's say you failed 5 times. It is only 1 month. But 5 times, if you fail and you reanalyze what's going wrong, every time you become better than the person who failed earlier. That's the magic of progress over perfection. Incrementally, you will keep getting better in your actions and planning, because every time a failure happens, you need to take a stop. You need to reanalyze what's working, what's not working, what did I do wrong, why did I fail here? It was all supposed to be fine. You will get some learning for that. Prepare again, try again. Okay, so in 1 month, if you constantly keep working and trying, by the end of 1 month you will be way better than who you were in the day one. Compare it to the first approach. Person is taking like 1 month for preparation, and then laziness takes over. That 1 month even extends more, and maybe just trying for the one time in 1 month. This model is never going to work, because he has still to taste a lot of ups and downs and uncertainties. And फिर क्या होता है guys? 1 month failed, then second month again tried, failed, third month tried, and after that people will not even try. And then they are like, oh, this kind of life is not meant for me. Let me take a casual, easy life. But if you do it in a reverse manner, progress over perfection, shorter the duration of your efforts, work only on the bare minimum what is required, automatically your results will be getting better. Okay, that's the first thumb rule of life. Now you change it like this. What should be your frequency of actions? First thing is as early as possible. There is no definition of what should be the frequency. If you think 2 days are enough, finish it in 2 days and try it the third day. If you think 1 day is enough for preparation, close it and try it. The more you take time for preparation, the more problems you are creating in your life. It has to be as shorter as possible. Okay, and how will you be able to know that? Okay, how much shorter it should be? If you start thinking in terms of days and weeks, you have to change your thought process, guys. Many people don't think like this. Okay, and guys, this is where my mind really opened up. Okay, maybe like 4-5 years ago, while I was going through all this thought process and all. Earlier, I used to think in terms of annual basis, yearly. And why that is simple, because the society system works like that. Okay, we are all somehow society wise trained right from schooling time. Full 1 year that you do something, then examination will happen, and then you move to the next class. The world is structured into manner of yearly nature of things. Once you're in the industry, you start working, appraisal cycles happens in a year, financial years are always years. So the mind is trained to think in terms of 1 year. But then what happened is, as I started digging more into this, then I realized, because we think 1 year, many of the IT industry professionals and many of us, you, me, we actually lose completely the power of getting results from life. Out of, if you think 1 year, 6 months, you will not even try to do something exciting. Initial 6 months, as soon as this is a cycle which many people do, you get the appraisal. Initial 6 months, अरे हाँ ठीक है, हो गया ना appraisal, थोड़ा बहुत करेंगे. After appraisal for 1 month, 2 months, and then they will be like, हाँ चलो routine चलने देते हैं. And by the time the next financial year is coming, 3-4 months ahead, they become really aggressive. अरे ये करना है, वो करना. And like, that doesn't work out. Your managers understand that. People get it. कि अच्छा अप्राइजल के टाइम पे these guys become busy and after that it is done, एक दो महीने के बाद calm down हो जाते. And now what is happening is self intentionally we are slowing down our growth by thinking in terms of 1 year. Now I'm asking you, change your thought process. If you want to live a successful life, you should not run by the rules of the society. You should define your own way, and that is start thinking in terms of days and weeks. What maximum you can accomplish in this week and what maximum you can accomplish today. Now what will happen, guys? Let's say today in the morning, that's where we already launched the system of planning, reviewing, execution, right? And what the system was, every day in the morning we will plan what things we want to do today. By the end of the day we review, did we do it or not? And then every week, before the week starts, we again do the planning, and when the week ends we again do the review. Simple system, but understand the value. What will happen is you will start living every day of your life. And if you are not actively thinking about it, guys, few months will just pass in front of you and you will be like, "Arey yaar, time kya fatafat ja raha hai. 2022 started and now December also there." But those people who live every single day, every single week, they are planning on what maximum I can do today, how I can get better. You know what? In on paper, they would have lived 1 year, but the number of efforts and the results that they will get in 1 year will be drastically high to those people who think in terms of annual basis. That's what is progress over perfection. Trying to be perfect takes a lot of time. People think long term, but if you change this model of progress and make it daily and weekly basis, in like maybe 3 months you will get so much results. 6 months may you might do everything which you were supposed to do in 1 year. That's how fast your life will get if you plan every single day and every single week of your life. And that's what is a productive life. Otherwise unknowingly you will end up wasting a lot of your time. That's natural. So point is these sessions should really make us question ki bhai kya kar rahe. Did we really plan how our December should be? Did we really plan how our this week should be? And guys, full IT industry is successful because of this only. Okay, just IT industry complicated projects is successful because they build a vision of future. What do they want in next quarter, in next 6 months, in next 1 year? Okay, I have already shared this example. One of my friend was working in a very big established company. It was having branches across the globe, and this was really interesting. Every quarter, they used to arrange the top guys from all of their across the globe, different places. They used to call them in US, and they used to book a football stadium for 2 days of all IT professionals. They used to come at one time, full quarter. So every quarter, once they did this activity, people collaborate at one place, and for 2 days they used to plan the entire next quarter. Okay, what every team across the globe is supposed to do. It was a product-based organization. They are all working for a common product. For the next 3 months, what are they supposed to do? And guys, company is spending money to bring these people in. The cost of that like stadium and everything, accommodation and all. Why? Because they know that if they plan next 3 months, then they will become successful. Otherwise, people, everything, the 3 months will be wasted. Simple, guys. Same question you ask to your life. They go, companies will take their own profits because they know how to get their work done. But who is going to do it for you? Nobody. And you're just like going through life. Unless you sit on the driving seat and decide, I want to go in this manner, nobody's going to come and save you. So get awakened and start planning. Okay. So yes, that's where we did last day before yesterday. We planned our 1 year. Okay. Now that is only the step one. The journey just begins. How do you really convert this plan? I want all of these things into a system where you can accomplish it. It is simple, and guys, we are already doing it. So some of you guys are daily joining up. We daily, guys, since past many like 2 years, I have been doing this, and many of you are doing it since past 9 months or 1 year with me in the morning. Every day morning, we are waking up 6 to 7. doing some planning, strategizing, and then weekends also, like weekly plannings we do, daily plannings we do, morning routine we do, and in the evening these sessions is happening. Nothing but whatever we are discussing, we are already living this solution. So if you want to apply this, then only result will happen. So join us in the mornings, in the evenings, include this goal achievement system as part of your life. And what is this goal achievement system? Okay, it's simple. You have some goal. You just need to plan first of all. Out of these 8 goals which you have written on that day, how many goals you want to target in the first 3 months of 2023? Planning, strategize. Okay, which are those goals which you will target in the 3 months? Okay, now once you have picked up that, on a weekly basis, you need to get a plan. Okay, or maybe you can even think this month, let's say January, my target will be on this goal only. It's all up to you. Think logical, make decisions. Okay, first 3 quarter mein I am trying these 3 things. Now out of these 3 things, January and February will focus on this item only. You completely can plan it logically. Now once you plan that, even month basis, then it comes down to like, okay, this week what I should do in order to achieve my this goal. So nothing but annual goals are broken down into 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 1 week, and then even 1 day. Okay, this week, if I want to get progress towards this goal, what all ideas should I implement? And then it gets on to a daily basis. Okay, what can I do today which will take me 1 step closer to my goals? And then you let these days count in your life. We have 365 days. Every single day, if you are making progress towards your goal, you will definitely achieve it. That's nature of a human being. If you constantly keep doing actions on a daily basis by going even 1% closer to your goal, eventually you will get there. And maybe daily basis, some failures might come, but you get another chance right tomorrow to fix your problems. That's how life is, guys. You have to break it down into 1 day, and then it's okay to make mistakes in 1 day because nothing changes drastically. But when you're thinking 1 year, and if you fail by the end of the year, then that's a loss of 1 year. That's a big deal. That's how successful people think. They try to do actions today. And then if they see whether the idea is working, not working, should I change something? Should I change my strategy? What can I do different in order to go faster to my goal? And then that becomes a daily thought process. Whatever your goal could be, daily thought process, improving, you will realize whatever you planned by 1 year, you might end up achieving it in 6 months, 8 months, 9 months. Why? Because you are actively driving your life there. Okay? So just understand. So what is the goal achievement system? First, okay, start thinking in terms of days and weeks. That's what is going to get you there. Otherwise, सब बातें रह जाएगी. It will be, हाँ ये साल में ये करना है. कर क्या रहे? मूवी देख रहे हैं. हाँ करना है भाई, साल में करना है. अभी तो मूवी देख लेते हैं. Tomorrow we will do it. Next month we will do it. It doesn't work like that. Okay, you have to do it. So first rule, guys, write it down. Start thinking in terms of days and weeks, because that is what is going to get you there. Okay, start thinking in terms of days and weeks. Okay, second, write it. It's okay to fail at a day level. It's okay to fail at a day level. Okay, and continue. However, take the learning and improve tomorrow. That's it, guys. We are very smart people. Our brain is really great. Okay, you need to use it properly. Let it think. What's the problem? How you can get it better? Okay, okay. How simple. Okay. Third, just write it. Okay. Plan your week, comma, plan your day. This third step is plan your week, comma, plan your day, comma, review your day, comma, review your week. Okay, now next goal achievement, even write this thing down. Okay, daily keep visiting your goals, or daily keep reminding your goals. Daily keep reminding your goals. Now, this is really important. Let's understand this for a couple of minutes. Okay. Daily keep reminding your goals. They go, what will happen? Simple. Just think. Week 1, we discuss some strategies. Human brain is like this. If you are not repeatedly thinking about those strategies, you will forget it. That's how our brain is designed. If you are not constantly thinking about something, you will end up forgetting it because your brain daily gets new exposure of life. So these goals are really important for you. But if you don't think about them daily, you will anyways forget it. By the end of the year, you will be like, "Arey, kahan shuru kiye the and now where am I?" Okay, and that is where people don't accomplish their goals because they are not really tracking themselves कि यार क्या goal है हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है whether I'm getting not getting. That's the problem. So this is where the next step comes कि remind your goal daily, and that is what we are doing every single day in the morning. We out of this full goals we decide, okay, what is my primary goal which I want, and every single day in the morning we remind ourselves so that on that day we take some actions which will take us towards our goal. If you stop reminding yourself about your goal, let me promise you, you will not take actions. And then one day becomes 1 week, 1 week becomes 2 weeks, and then you will get negative thoughts. Oh, maybe this goal is not meant for me as well. So the solution for goal accomplishment is daily remind yourself about your goal. And then comes the previous step, okay, plan what you can do today in order to go closer to your goals, and then execute the plan during the day using the focused session that we spoke about. Focused attention, break system. So if you are really understanding, we're trying to connect everything as a way of living a successful life. You multiply this thing over 5 years, a lot of goals will be solved, a lot of dreams will be accomplished, and then life will turn beautiful automatically. Okay, so have a goal, think 1 year. Next, on a daily basis, remind yourself, what do you really want? Okay, what do you really want with this goal? Next, come up with ideas so that we do on a weekly basis. Every week, like this is a brilliant strategy, guys. We are going to do it next Monday. Next Monday, 6 a.m. You all join us. Morning 6 a.m. next Monday. Guys, goals and success need some commitment. If you are like, nahi, nahi, मैं तो sleep करूंगा, अरे life is going to just pass by in front of you. थोड़ा सा करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? And let's see, we will even discuss. If you're saying no, morning 6 a.m. is not possible for me, let's see, can you reconfigure your life in a manner? Okay, instead of morning 6, can you do this at some other time? But guys, not doing is not an option. Okay? So I'm okay if you guys are saying no, 6 a.m. is too early and all. Can you change it? Can you do it some other time on Monday? But stick with a pattern. Let life run and things will happen. So what do we do in weekly planning? Because this is important. Okay. You take your goal statement. So yesterday we have written, day before yesterday, all those goals. How do you convert these goals into reality? Write down this goal in front of you. Next, come up with ideas. How do I accomplish this goal? You have a deadline. Smart technique applies, right? So you have a goal, you have a deadline, and look at that goal, look at the deadline, look at today's date. Just see, okay, how much time you have to meet that deadline, and let your brain work. Write every single idea which comes to your mind, which you will feel, if I implement this, I will go towards goal accomplishment. Okay, and guys, every week new circumstances will be exposed to you, so your ideas will keep changing constantly. Okay, so write it up front, and then you will get the top ideas which you can implement next week, which will take you closer to your goal. That's what it becomes. So weekly plan is nothing but take your goal, come up with ideas which you want to implement next week, and that's it. That's the best thing which you can do with your life. Plan, think how you can get it, and you'll get some ideas. And then you come into a day manner where you take these ideas, and let's say Monday morning, after this weekly planning is done, you take these ideas and say, okay, this ideas I want to do it for a full week, but what can I do today? And then some portion of that idea you will convert it into today action. And then you run this focused attention. It is called as Pomodoro. Let me even launch it today. Okay, Pomodoro, basically it is this kind of a link. I'm sharing it with you. Okay, sharing the screen. Okay. This is what it is. It's a simple website of productivity tracking. Okay, a simple website of productivity tracking. So since morning I'm done with my 11 pomodoros. अभी ये आगे का चलेगा. ठीक है, 11 pomodoros completed. Yes, I miss a few, but yeah, I'm trying to grow more consistent with that. ठीक है. How does it work, guys? देखो, there is a website pomodorotracker.com. Because of this simple website, you will be more focused all throughout your day to take more actions towards your goals. So what we are doing, we planned our week, we got some ideas. We took these ideas, we planned our day. Today I want to do this. Now you take this day and then you start working in a Pomodoro manner. What is the description of Pomodoro? Okay. This is simple. How does this work? Okay. पहले definition पढ़ते. A Pomodoro technique is a time management method that can be used for any task, regardless of what industry you're into. Okay. For many people, time is enemy, blah, blah, blah. The aim of the Pomodoro technique is to use time as a valuable ally in accomplishing what you want. Nothing but best utilization of your time to get results. That's the system. How does this work? We already spoke. Human attention decreases after certain time, so we need to have some breaks in between. The system of Pomodoro is arranged so that we work focused plus we take breaks. So what does the system say? Okay, what does the system say? First is start the Pomodoro timer. So the system says every 25 minutes work in a focused attention. So let's say now I want to work on some item, some task. I'll just come here and I'll say, okay, so what task you want to work upon? You can even mention that here as a one line. Okay, so mention the task here. Okay, next 25 minutes I will work on this item. Then you sit at one place. We spoke about that 2 days ago or 3 days ago. You need to train your mind and the body to stay focused. You should not lie on the bed or sleep on the couch and then say, I want success. It doesn't work like that. Physically, your body should be more focused state. You sit in a table, chair with focused attention, with laptops, not hanging just here and there listening. It doesn't work out. So physically be in a position where you're attentive. Next, mentally keep your phones away, distractions away, no social media. 25 minutes you will work on one, and then with that intention, 25 minutes I will work focused, start this timer. Okay, now once the timer is started, 25 minutes tak आओ देखो ना ताओ सीधे काम पे जाओ. So just work focused. Then what will happen? This counter becomes zero. As soon as it becomes zero, what it says, you need to take a break. To work until the Pomodoro rings and then take a short break of 3 to 5 minutes. What do you do in the break? You move out of your place. You drink some water, you stretch a bit, you take some fresh air, and you just again set up an intention. Okay, next 25 minutes, again, I'll work focused. Let's keep repeating it. And it says after every 2 hours, take a break of 15 to 30 minutes. Nothing but constantly you will be growing if you apply this simple system all throughout your day. And this is what it is, guys. While I was tracking, I started with the mornings, and then all throughout the day, yeah, at different times I was working with these counters. Okay, so whenever I do focused work, I just start this counter. And yes, sometimes I might miss, but I'm trying to really perfect my 24 hours. That's what growth journey I am into. So let me paste this. It's a simple web browser. It maintains your history. Okay, if you just go to the stats, it keeps talking about your full stats. Okay, kab kitna kiye the, and all of those things come out. Okay, so just keep pushing yourself, and I'm pasting this in the chat right now. And I guess that's where you will start getting more value out of your day. Okay, fine. Now let me come here, stop my screen share, pasting the link for the guys who need it. Okay, now guys, everybody write down these things. Okay, goal achievement system. I think the title might already be there. Now create a subsection there. Goal achievement system. First point is daily remind yourself of the goal. You have already written that, because without that you will forget it. You will not even take action. So, मजाक बन के रह जाएगी लाइफ. सिर्फ बातें करते हो, करते कुछ नहीं हो. That's bad. Okay, so don't do that. You have to convert it. You're responsible for your goals. Okay, now, so first is, yes, daily remind yourself of the goal. Okay, second, weekly plan all ideas, weekly plan all ideas which you can implement next week. Okay, weekly plan all ideas which you can implement next week to move closer to your goals. Okay, weekly plan all ideas which you can implement next week to go closer to your goals. Okay, next step. Okay, daily plan, daily plan which of these ideas, which of these ideas okay, daily plan which of these ideas you should implement today, which of these ideas you should implement today to go closer to your goals. Okay, yeah, somebody is saying in chat to repeat it again. The words I'm just thinking on the fly, but the meaning is this. Okay, step number one, guys, everybody who has missed out or can double check it. Step number one, daily remind yourself of the goal. That is step number one. Daily remind yourself of the goal. Okay, step number two, weekly planning. Okay, that could be your first two words, weekly planning, and then hyphen. Okay, plan all the ideas which can be implemented next week to go closer to your goals. Okay, plan all the ideas which can be implemented next week to go closer to your goals. Yes, your goal might take 2 months, but next 1 week you have to progress towards that 2 months goal, right? So that is the step number two, weekly plan all the ideas which you think can be implemented next week to go closer towards your goal. Third step, daily plan which of these ideas needs to be implemented. Okay, daily plan which of these ideas needs to be implemented. Okay, next step. Okay, next step, apply Pomodoro counters, apply Pomodoro counters all throughout the day, apply Pomodoro counters all throughout the day for focused attention. If your focused, results are going to come. It's directly proportional, because the more focused you are, more alert, the brain works properly, you really see at the problem, come up with solutions, apply that. एक attitude change हो जाता है if you are focused. If you are not focused, nothing will work out for you. So that's what focus at work is very important. So the next step is, okay, apply Pomodoro counter all throughout the day for more focused work. Guys, it will take some time, because this is not your personality, this is not how we live life, but this is how success demands us to live. To change karna padega, we have to really go towards that, otherwise problems will keep coming in life, guys. Okay, fine, moving it further. Okay, next, daily review your goal. And okay, next, daily review your daily plan. So whatever we said in weekly planning, so daily review your day, daily review your day. Okay, and continue there saying, okay, think what can be done better tomorrow. Like, how do you improve tomorrow? Think what can be done better tomorrow. Okay, and by that way, every single day of your life will become so much valuable, because you're constantly asking this, how I can better tomorrow. And the last step, review your progress of the week. Review your progress of the week. Okay, now we still have 12 minutes. Few more things I have to touch. Okay, important. There you go. Techniques are there. Okay, but results doesn't come with just knowing the techniques. It's about living the techniques, and it is living the techniques long enough. Okay, now there is this thing called as uh, I guess some of you might have known this guy, Robin Sharma. How many of you know Robin Sharma? Can you just put it in chat? The guy, like, he wrote that book, right? Sold his Ferrari, the man who sold his Ferrari, who will cry when you die, 5 a.m. Club wal author Robin Sharma. Yeah, many people are saying yes, they are aware of it. Very good. Yeah, the monk who sold his Ferrari. Okay, yes. So this Robin Sharma guy. Okay. So I actually took one of his course, uh, which was about the success and all. And as part of that, he said this very beautiful thing. He, how does habits get formed? Okay. Now let's just try to understand why New Year resolutions are not working. And this system we spoke today, it is easy to apply. At the same time, it is hard to apply. Why it is easy to apply? Simple. You wake up in the morning, ask yourself, "Aaj kya karna hai? Today, what am I supposed to do?" You'll get something, write it down. During the day, just do it. By the end of the day, ask a question: Did I do it? Answer is yes or no. That's it. So, if you really want to apply, it's a very simple system to apply. It is not challenging at all. But if you look at it from a broader perspective, 80% of the people will not apply it constantly for the next 3 months. That means there is a problem. It is some system which is easy to apply on a day-to-day basis, but if you look at the world, many are not able to apply. That is the problem. Okay, and he explained this in a very simple thing: habit installation protocol. Okay, by developing a new way of living, it's nothing but habit formation. It's a habit. Every day doing something repeatedly, you have to do it so repeatedly so it becomes a part of your life. That's what is a habit. So he explained very nicely habit installation protocol. How does any human being actually can learn any new habit, be it this success habit of planning your goal, executing your goal, planning your weeks, days, reviewing pomodoros. It's a habits that we are trying to apply. And guys, it is possible for every human being to apply, but you need to understand the mystery behind it. Okay, so let me just quickly share my screen. Okay, just quickly sharing the screen. And just before this session, I was just googling around it, and I found, if you just find it, habit installation protocol by Robin Sharma, so itne sare aa gaye. Okay, so a lot of things. So this guy is Robin Sharma. Okay, so a lot of things. I guess there will be YouTube videos also about it. You can further find that thing also. But let's keeping it like this. Okay, let's say this one itself. I'll zoom it out differently. Okay, here it came. Okay, yeah, this is what it is. Just try to look at it. Okay, I have some more observations on top of this, but ek ek karke apan discuss karte. Let's do it one by one. Okay, we still have 8 minutes to close the session. Absorb, be here, be present, because this is life changing stuff, guys. Okay, if you really understand these things, you will understand the mystery of your life and how you should live and what you should get. Okay, what that guy says, pretty simple. How does a new habit forms? It is a 3-stage process. Stage 1 is destruction, stage 2 is installation, stage 3 is integration. And what is he saying is every stage might take 22 days to really master. Okay, so let's say, let's for simplicity say calculation, let's say every stage, if it takes 1 month to master. Okay, so nothing but this full program becomes a 3-month program in such case. So easy ho jayega if we start talking in terms of month. Okay, so roughly at a high level, if you see, the stage 1 will continue for 1 month, stage 2 is another month, stage 3 is the next month. Now what happens is, you need to understand what is a habit. Your old way of thinking and living life needs to be scrapped, and new way of living has to be applied. And we are doing this to our 24 hours. Guys, I am explaining all these and trying to do it with you because I know that humanly it is possible to change. Had it been not possible, matlab karte hi nahi. People would not have become successful if it was hard. Many people are able to accomplish success because they change. They decide, they change, they act, they change. Now it is possible for you and me. The only question is, will you let excuses come in your way for not succeeding? And if you let that happen, problem will happen. So now come back. Okay, 3 stages. First stage is destruction, which will last for around, let's say, 1 month, where your old way of living will be a bit destroyed and new way of living This new pattern, waking up in the morning, planning your day, planning your weeks, reviewing your day, running pomodoros, this is a new way of living, will start applying, but it will not become perfect. For the initial 1 month, the main focus will be your old patterns needs to be broken down. What you need to do is the new things which you're trying to apply, whatever new habit you want to form, you have to daily keep repeating it without any miss. Because if you are missing it, you will not be able to destroy your old pattern. So every single time you take gaps in the first month, you basically reset right from the beginning, because your old patterns are not yet destroyed. That's how habit formation works. So when new year resolutions happen, many people are not able to even cross this first layer, because the new habits which they want to install, they don't even stay consistent with that. Accordingly, their old patterns are not destroyed. Forget about further stages. That is the reason 80% of the people are not going to even reach to the final goal. They will just stop in the first stages only. So guys, think big. Life is not magic. It is supposed to be lived certain manner. If you master that, everything becomes possible, no matter what you're trying to achieve. So how does it work? First month, you have to repeat your new habits without miss every single day. And you will not have mastered it still, because in the first month, we are saying month, not a week or a day, in the full first month, the old patterns of living is being destroyed. After being consistent for a month, your old patterns are being destroyed. Next, that is just the stage one. The resistance will be high. If your willpower motivation is good in the beginning, you will be able to pull out. The second stage is where it gets pretty tricky because the motivation disappears in the second stage. This is more harder than the first stage, because in the first stage you have that motivation कि new year resolution ले लिया, आज तो करके दिखाएंगे, we will do it, that kind of attitude will be there. But slowly some people, because of that attitude, they will be able to push. But as you reach the second month, that willpower will be gone. It will not be there anymore. That something internal inspiring will be gone, and now you will be all by yourself. New habits are becoming tough for you to apply. Your old patterns you are not doing, so you are feeling uneasy with your life, and that motivation is not there. So the second stage is very tough stage. You have to really stick with the routine anyways. You have to stick with the routine anyways. Master every single day. And guys, unfortunate thing, if you take gaps in between at any point of time, you just reset back, because your old patterns will slowly come back again. Life will become problematic again. So stopping is not an option if you want to succeed. And guys, it is worth an effort, right? 50 years of your life needing 3 months of hardcore dedication is nothing. People are not able to put that 3 months of hardcore dedication. 50 years versus 3 months, people are not getting the math here. They are like, let me stay lazy, let me stay like this. 3 months hard work, which can change your full 50 years of life, it's worth doing it. If you cannot do it, basically you're not supposed to even be alive. So kuch kar lo yaar life. Okay? Do something about it. It's worth doing. Success is worth a shot. You have to give your best shot at it. Okay? And now what happens? You keep doing it repeatedly, day by day, day by day, day by day, and slowly momentum starts building, and you reach to this final stage, third month stage, where it is called as integration, where the new habits will start really becoming very easy for you to apply without any breaks. The momentum will pick up, and from here life becomes very easy to apply. Yes, at times you might feel like not doing it, but 2 3 days if it is gone, you can very easily bounce back, because the momentum is picked up. Okay, but in the initial days, if you take any gaps, you again keep resetting, and your 90-day again runs, again resets, and 90-day runs. So just understand, this is how habits are formed. You have to stick with it every single day without break for the next 90 days, and know that Your internal battle will be there. Your old patterns will say, no, I don't want to do it. Your motivation will be gone, inspiration will be gone. And week 3 ke andar bhi there are chances where things might not work out. But if you walk through this journey, new habits will be formed. Okay, and these are success habits which we spoke about. So for any habit you can use it. What we are saying is mastering life, getting results, and that is a habit which is a must and a should for every one of us. Now let me close today's session. We'll mark the attendance shortly, but let me just add one thing to this. The COVID time is one of the biggest lesson for humanity. Okay, just everybody absorb this, absorb this. The COVID time is the biggest lesson for humanity. If you learn the outcome of that, you will never fail in your life. You will never say I cannot do it, because a human being at all age ranges proved that we can change. Children change, teenagers change, working people change, people in their 50s change, people in their 70s change, people in their 80s change. Every human being who lived on the planet changed during the COVID times. For their entire lifetime, people were always moving out in the cities, not using masks. COVID times brought us inside our homes, and we were not supposed to move outside. The way of living changed. It's a big change. Initially it was tough. People were frustrated, irritated, what to do, and it cannot be like this, we have to go, blah blah blah. But when it was forced onto the people, slowly people adapted living in their homes. Destruction phase was gone, installation phases started, because they stuck with that routine, stay inside the house. And then it continued forward. Then it very nicely merged with them. People stopped resisting. अरे बाहर जाना ही क्यों है? Now people are like, work from office आ जाओ, तो they are like, नहीं नहीं नहीं, हम तो घर पे रहेंगे. Like, market has changed. The thought process, way of living, culture of a human being changed. And we are saying human being, every age range changed. So don't tell me it's not possible, because you proved it, it is possible. Even 50 years from now, if there are old people, they proved it, it is possible. So a human being can adapt. So if this new habit, you really want to succeed in your life, do it, repeat it, prove it to yourself that you can do it, and live with it long enough, guys. Let me promise you, यार 50 साल में life में मजे आ जाएगी, ठीक है? And it is worth a shot. Otherwise, struggling life में, it is a bad way of living. ठीक है? Fine, absorb everything that we said, and we are going to do these things practically. So many of us, like I think some of like 20 people or so, we are already waking up in the morning. Rest of you guys, push yourself. Daily we will connect morning 6 a.m. We will follow the routine followed by CEOs and successful people, and let this momentum happen. So I'm not just going to share the techniques, we will apply these techniques, and then you put your goals as part of that. Job chahiye, career success chahiye, this, that, Google it, find ideas, apply it, let the engine of success run, life will become beautiful. Fine. Sharing, the video is recorded, you can watch it again, and I am sharing you the attendance link. Okay, just a second. Mark your attendance, guys. Week 3 May, we will be able to take only the consistent members in. However, those who are not consistent, maybe you can catch up on YouTube to us. Okay. Okay. Fine. This is my attendance form. So on Zoom, the consistent members will be there, or like maybe 8, 9, or 10 sessions, the top 3 days. And all those who are not consistent, yes, we will live stream on YouTube as well, so you can find it there. Okay. So guys, this is the attendance link. Code for today is 7878. Okay. And on YouTube, we have this today's session. Every session is on YouTube, guys. I have maintained a playlist, but I'm even pasting the YouTube link as well for those who need it. Somebody is asking in the chat. Okay. So guys, chalo, quickly mark your attendance. Okay, somebody is asking, struggling with some communication related issues and all. So we will be taking a dedicated session in the week 3 with regards to communication, and it is something which will grow only with practice. But as of now, I will just say ki start speaking more. Okay, start speaking more. There are multiple levels by which communication needs to be improved. First of all, okay, stand in front of mirror, take a phone, start reading something, and just try to record it, play it back again, and just see whether you're able to understand what you're trying to say. It will work. There are techniques, guys. Applying will change you. So stand in front of mirror, read something, record your voice, play back the voice again, see whether you're able to understand what you're saying. Are you taking pauses at the right place? Grammar is correct, not. Till the time this is not mastered, don't go to the next stage. Now do it as long as it takes. 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 1 month, but stick with this. And then slowly stop reading from books, stock something natural, whatever comes to your mind on the spot, on the fly. For self practice, do it. Once you start doing it often, you will become more relaxed. Okay, more relaxed. You do it for hours together if required. You'll become more relaxed. Next stage may start coming on Facebook lives into our internal groups. Come live and speak. That will make you more bolder. Once you become more bolder, start talking to people. You will make mistakes, but eventually it will happen. So you just have to do it. Follow these 3, 4 steps, and you will realize confidence will automatically come up. Okay, so there is no secret recipe ke kaise hoga. It might take some time, but if you really work very hard for the next 2 months, you guys will become bold and confident about it. Okay, fine. This is how it works. Okay, somebody saying today's session is very valuable. Okay, yeah, happy to know that. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, guys, chalo, have a nice day and see you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m. Back again, everybody. Take care and stay fantastic. Be successful, guys.